Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day 5 of our Stoic philosophy journey. In the previous episode, we explored the four Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, the four pillars that build a strong and meaningful life. Today, we are diving into one of the most powerful teachings in Stoicism: understanding what you can control and what you cannot control. This idea comes mainly from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who believed that most of our suffering comes from trying to control things that are simply not in our power. Think about it. How often do we worry about what others think about us, unexpected problems, the future, past mistakes? These things feel heavy because we try to control them, even when we cannot. But Stoicism offers a simple solution: focus only on what you can control, accept what you cannot. In today's episode, you will learn what lies within your control, what lies outside your control, why confusion between the two creates stress, and how this principle can bring peace into everyday life. So take a moment to relax, breathe deeply, and let's begin. At the center of Stoic philosophy is a simple but powerful question: what is truly in your control? According to Stoics, only a few things are fully within our control: our thoughts, our choices, our actions, our attitudes, and our responses. Everything else is external. External things include other people's opinions, weather, traffic, success or failure, health conditions, reputation, wealth. This idea might sound surprising because society teaches us to control everything. But Stoics believed trying to control the uncontrollable leads to frustration. When you understand the limits of your control, life becomes clearer. You stop wasting energy, you stop fighting reality, and you begin focusing on what truly matters: your response. Let us look closely at what is truly within your control. You cannot control events, but you can control your reaction to events. For example, someone speaks harshly to you. You cannot control their words, but you can control whether you react with anger or respond with calmness. Another example: you cannot control exam results completely, but you can control your preparation, your effort, your discipline. This is where Stoicism becomes practical. Instead of worrying about outcomes, focus on effort. Focus on doing your best, acting honestly, thinking rationally, remaining calm. When your focus stays on effort, anxiety decreases because effort belongs to you, results do not. And this shift in thinking builds confidence, not because life becomes easier, but because you become stronger. Now, let us talk about what lies outside your control. Many of our worries come from external things. Examples include other people's behavior, unexpected failures, aging, natural disasters, economic conditions, past mistakes, future uncertainty. These things exist, but they are not yours to control. And when you try to control them, frustration grows. For example, you cannot control whether people like you. You cannot control how others judge you. You cannot control sudden changes in life, but you can control how you respond. Acceptance does not mean weakness, it means understanding reality. Stoics believed peace begins when resistance ends. Instead of fighting what you cannot change, learn to accept it calmly. Acceptance saves energy, and that energy can be used for meaningful action. Many people feel stress because they confuse control. They worry about outcomes instead of effort. They blame themselves for things beyond their power. This confusion creates anxiety, fear, frustration, anger. For example, imagine preparing for a job interview. You can control your preparation, your confidence, your behavior, but you cannot control the interviewer's decision, competition, external circumstances. If you focus only on results, you feel pressure. But if you focus on preparation, you feel purpose. Stoics believed clarity about control leads to freedom from unnecessary stress. When you know your role, life becomes lighter. Understanding control is one thing, practicing it is another. Here are simple ways to apply this Stoic principle daily. Pause before reacting. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If yes, take action. If no, practice acceptance. Another useful habit, write down your worries. Then divide them into two columns. Things I can control, things I cannot control. You will notice something surprising. Most worries belong to the second column. And once you accept them, your mind feels lighter. This practice reduces stress, it builds patience, and it strengthens emotional balance. Letting go does not mean giving up, it means releasing unnecessary burden. Many people carry stress because they hold on to past mistakes, future fears, others' opinions. But the past is gone, the future is uncertain, and others' thoughts belong to them. Stoics believed freedom begins when attachment to outcomes ends. When you let go of outcomes, you gain focus. When you let go of fear, you gain courage. When you let go of control over externals, you gain peace. This is the hidden power of Stoicism, not control over life, but control over self. Let us look at real life situations. If you miss a bus, you cannot control the delay, but you can control your patience. If someone insults you, you cannot control their words, but you can control your reaction. If plans fail, you cannot control circumstances, but you can control your next step. Life becomes calmer when expectations become realistic, and realistic expectations reduce disappointment. This mindset builds resilience, and resilience builds strength. Today, we explored one of the most powerful Stoic teachings: understanding what you can control and accepting what you cannot. This simple distinction can change how you handle stress, fear, and uncertainty. Remember, you cannot control events, but you can control your response. And your response shapes your character. In tomorrow's episode, Day 6, we will explore the role of emotions in Stoicism. Should we suppress or understand them? Also, check the description section for today's vocabulary words with meanings and examples in Hindi and English. And if this lesson helped you, share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback makes this journey stronger. Until next time, stay calm, stay focused, and stay stoic. Now, I will just pronounce the words: dichotomy, external, internal, acceptance, detachment, resilience, composure, perspective, surrender, and adaptability. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next podcast. Till then, bye bye and take care.